Yo, welcome back to Kai Speaks, bro. Today is really, I just first of all, let me start this video by saying I really appreciate all the love and support y'all been showing, bro. It's really been helping me grow my following. We close to 80 subscribers, if not at 80 subscribers already. So I really appreciate y'all, bro. We're really on that road to 1,000 subscribers, bro. And this has been an amazing journey. I've loved everything about it. Y'all have got to see me grow as a person. Y'all got to, see me grow on my trading journey as well. If you follow on Kai Academy, but man, it's really just been a crazy journey so far throughout this year. And it's only been 3 months, and my life has changed tremendously, right? Like I've been able to accomplish a lot of things that I haven't been able to accomplish within, you know, years of working hard, right? But now it's finally all coming together, and slowly starting to put itself together. Today, man, I wanted to talk about that journey, bro. I wanted to talk about where I came from, bro, and how I got here, right? Like, how did I get here as a trader? How did I get here as an entrepreneur, as a content creator? Like, what made me get to this point now to where I'm making content for y'all, pushing out content every single day, bro? One thing that I just wanted to show y'all, bro, just like because it's crazy to me, is this journal right here, bro. This journal, shout out to my lady, bro. She's the one that got me this, and this has been something that has been life changing for me, bro. Like I never thought as a person, um, that like I would need a journal, right? Like I never thought that I'd have to write down anything just because like I thought maybe I was too good for it or something. I don't know at that time. I don't know what I was really thinking, right? But really writing in this journal has made me like become a better person slowly. I mean, I can't even tell y'all like all the things that I've wrote in this journal, from like manifestations, from you know like goals that I want to accomplish, like just things like that, bro. Like I really started my whole journey throughout this journal, right? Like this junk has really helped me get to the next phase in my life, right? Like, bro, I'm looking at this journal. I'm literally seeing like crazy things. Like, I have 2024 things I want to accomplish: pass FTMO challenge, make make first payout, consistently win throughout the year, be able to move out, buy a car, make six figures, bro. Like, it's like everything here is just crazy to me, bro. What I've been able to accomplish, and like like literally the things that I've always wanted and wanted to manifest in my entrepreneur career has been in here, bro, throughout this journal. So I just wanted to show y'all that, bro, because that is something that's what started my journey all, right? Like was me realizing that this life I can achieve more for myself, right? I can achieve more for others, right? And that like just being in college, sitting in class every single day, and then going home, doing homework, whatever it was, really just getting through life, passing through everything that was going on. I really noticed that I was never happy. I was never, and I've said this before in a past episode, is that I'm doing something that a lot of people could look at as amazing. Like I'm going to school, I'm trying to become a radiology technician or whatever it is, and I'm working very hard at it, and my passion's all in that, right? And people are giving me compliments. They're saying, "Keep going, you're doing great. I have decent grades and this and that." But I'm never happy. I'm never satisfied with myself whenever I get these good grades, and like nothing feels good to me about doing this, right? And at one point I did think maybe I was just being lazy, maybe I wasn't putting in the work. So I tried to really genuinely focus in on the work and the craft and this and that, but I never could find a way to focus on it, right? And when I would try harder, 10 times harder, nothing would ever be different, right? Like I would still get the same grades. I would suck at tests, I would suck at homework. Like I could never do anything right when it came to school, when it came to the educational system. And I've always wondered, like I used to ask myself all the time, why me? Right? And that was one of the worst mistakes ever, because then I realized that, I'm glad it was me, because if not, then I probably would have went that route still, right? But in order for me to realize that I need to be an entrepreneur, that I need to be able to succeed in this lifetime, I needed to go through all those hard times, those hardships, through college, through high school even. It all started from college. That's when I realized that there's more for me in this life, right? Boom, first year, I'm great. I'm going through college. It seems it seems what I thought college would be like. I'm just doing homework, doing schoolwork, studying a little bit, but not too much. It was a lot though. Like one thing I feel like the semester, like the first time people getting into college is the most failing time that you'll ever have. You'll fail a lot of your classes. You like, especially when you're like me. For some reason, I could just never focus in class. Like, as no matter how much I wanted to, I never could focus in class. I never could focus on studying. I never could put my all into this because that's not what I love. Like, I didn't love school at that time, right? Well, maybe it's what I was doing. Maybe it's just because it was prerequisites and it really had nothing to do with radiology. But because I liked anatomy. Anatomy was pretty cool. But even then, I still could not focus on the work. Like, my mind was always on something more than that. Like, my mind was always on being an entrepreneur, being a day trader. How do I do this? How do I do that? Right? And maybe that's one reason why I couldn't really focus, is because my mind was everywhere else at that time. But I couldn't help it at that point, bro. Like, being an entrepreneur was just my calling, right? And for me to be able to get to a point where I am now, to where like me making more than what my medical field could possibly ever pay me within a week, it's crazy to me, right? Like, I always knew I could get here. I just didn't know how I was going to get here, right? But I know I still have a long way to go in order to completely change my life. But it's the little stepping stones that keep me going every single day and that keep me motivated on this journey, bro. like like literally, I'm looking at that journal to see some of the things that I've actually accomplished in those manifestations, like passing challenges, getting my first payout. Like, it's crazy to me, right? And for me to be able to see that was huge, bro, because it's something that I never, like, when you really manifest things, you you're really just putting them out there and hoping things happen, and you're putting in the work, of course, but you're really just hoping those things happen, right? You're hoping you can achieve those things. You may not know how you're going to achieve them, but you're hoping that you can achieve those things. And that was one of the things with my manifestations, right? Like I'm living in my manifestations, and I can't take that for granted, bro, because like it's something that a lot of people can't say they've done, right? And it's something that if I were to look back then, I wouldn't be able to say I was able to live in my manifestations back then, right? Like, I wasn't happy at all. Um, if I can, tomorrow when I go through my weekly breakdown of content, bro, I'm gonna find some videos of me when I was working at my jobs, and just some of the videos that I've made while I was struggling through life, bro. While like, and it wasn't financially less necessarily, because I was working these jobs, I had a decent amount of money, and it was perfectly fine. And it's not even that these jobs were bad. Like, these jobs, some of these jobs, I knew people, I was able to communicate with people, um, and yeah, the money was good, but something on my heart was telling me that this was not for me, right? And I never really understood that, because it was something that everybody around me was doing. They were preaching that I go to the work field and do this and that, and it's just like, why am I not loving this, right? Like, why am I not loving this like everybody else is? Why am I not enjoying this class? Why am I not enjoying trying to become an entrepreneur, like not an entrepreneur? Why am I not enjoying trying to become a white collar worker, whatever it is, like getting into the medical field? I'm not excited for this anymore, right? And for the longest, I've always questioned myself. I thought it was me, and in all honesty, it was just my passion, bro. My passion wasn't for that. I was never meant to do that, right? Like, I genuinely think I was put on this earth to be an entrepreneur. I was put on this earth to help other people, to help myself, and to provide more than what others around me could, right? Like, from an early age, I've always thought that I was different, right? Like, I always thought that I could achieve more than the average person. I always thought that there was more for me, right? And like, of course, I wasn't the best at everything. I didn't have to be, because I still knew in my head that like something was just always telling me that I'm different somehow, right? Like I'm not just your average person. And I don't know what made me think that, I was doing the same thing everybody else was doing, whether it was playing sports. I wasn't the above average. I think I was an above average basketball player, but like, I was just a regular player. I got some playing time. I wasn't no starter or anything. I wasn't like a star on the team, but something just always made me feel different, as far as being that person on the team, being that person in class. Like, something would always make me feel like I'm more than this, right? And it's not to put down school, it's not to put down being on the basketball team. It's just I've always felt more for myself, right? And I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was, maybe, like I said, like at one point I thought it was me being lazy, right? But Then come towards like the end of 2024, things start coming together. Well, actually, come 2024, things start to really come together to me that it's all or nothing, right? Like I want to be an entrepreneur and that's what I'm going to do, right? Like I want to be a day trader, I want to be an entrepreneur, I want to be a content creator, and that's what I'm going to do, right? So I put in the plan, I put in the work all 2024 to really set myself up so that way I can be the most successful I could possibly be this year, right? And from on. So I did a lot of studying. I did a lot of working on my craft as an entrepreneur. Not in school, but as an entrepreneur. That's what I put my all into, right? And that's me still going through school. Now that I got this little break before I go back, I'm really focusing on accomplishing things that are unheard of, right? Trying to become something completely different than what people thought I could be. And that's what's going to get me to that next level of success, bro, is being able to step outside the box, right? And just be different, right? Something that I've always believed I was. But then come 2025, man, really putting the pen to paper and getting things done, right? Whether it's uploading content, which at first I was very nervous to sit in front of this camera and talk to people that I may not know, right? But now I'm getting to a point where there's engagement on these videos. I love making these videos every single day. I love editing them. I'm starting to get a little bit better at editing them to where it's not too time consuming and I still can push out content every single day for y'all, right? And I'm starting to learn a little bit the algorithm. I learned that I don't need to post a short every day. If I just post a quality short every now and then, that's perfectly fine, right? Like that's what's gonna get me to that next level, bro. Yeah, man. Like this year so far has been amazing, and I've been continuing to just strive for more and more and more, bro. Like it's only the start of the year, and like I've accomplished way more than I have within the 2 years in my past of just being an entrepreneur. And I never thought that this time would come that I would be getting to this point, but now I'm starting to really get there, right? Like I'm finally, it felt like I was walking to a marathon, right? And now I'm finally at the marathon. I'm at the starting line and I'm going, right? Like that's what I'm doing. I'm pushing for greatness right now. But yeah, man, that's it for this video, bro. I just really wanted to tell y'all how I got here as as a person that has a mindset of trying to become successful, as a person that's trying to become better for themselves and for the people around them, right? But I hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on my socials at KaiSpeaks05 on Instagram and TikTok. And if you're interested in day trading and you want to follow my day trading journey, follow me at Kai Academy 05 on Instagram and TikTok. I post every single day that I trade on Kai Academy, and I post quality trades that I take throughout the week. But yeah, man, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. I hope you make the most out of 2025, bro, and make it your year this year. Peace.